That potential opponents for Whitaker like Julio Cesar Chavez, Frankie Randall, Felix Trinidad, Terry Norris, Vincent Petway, 3 of them at 147, 3 of them at 154, all of them promoted by Don King, and business circumstances being what they are in the sport, it's unlikely, unfortunately, that Pernell Whitaker, promoted by the Duvas, would find a way into the ring with any of those guys promoted by King. We wish that weren't the case, but it seems to be.
Well, let me play matchmaker for a minute. What about Ike Quartet and Pernell Whitaker? That's a fight that I'd pay to see.
Ike Quartet, the former Soviet amateur star Konstantin Sue.
Well, he's a 140-pounder right now.
He's going to come up to 147.
That would be a case where he'd be the lighter guy. I'd like to see Quartet. He was very efficient tonight. I thought he showed me a lot of ability.
You were efficient and showed a lot of ability, too. I think you got a future doing this, Gil.
Well, keep trying. That's all we can do.
Thanks a lot. Larry Merchant, your final thoughts on yet another victory for Pernell Whitaker, who calls himself, and is called by many, the best pound-for-pound fighter in the sport.
But I want to go back to the metaphor I used at the opening of the show, a child who Jones. More money than he can make for fighting anybody else. And this is a professional sport where the idea is to make money, that perhaps he could be talked into such a fight under the right conditions. But tonight, even though he didn't give us what we've come to expect as a virtuoso performance, give the other guy credit. He was strong, he was willing, he was a scrambling, brawling type fighter. And it's not always easy looking perfect against those kinds of fighter, particularly when they're so much bigger and stronger. So it's a strong, good performance by what I think of as still the best fighter pound for pound in the world, simply because he's fought so many good fighters along his illustrious and great career.
That's right. Vasquez is the 12th champion that Whitaker has fought, and one way or another, he has beaten all of them, except, of course, the official draw with Julio Cesar Chavez. So another victory for Whitaker, who's 35-1-1. We'll be back to recap that one more time in just a moment. First,